Hi guys, it's Risa. How you doing? So the other day, I made my delicious cinnamon rolls with the two ingredients everyone's been raving about. And today I'm going to teach you how to make the pizza dough a la Risa. So what you're going to need to do is preheat your oven to 500 degrees, and you're going to bake it on parchment paper on a cookie sheet so it doesn't get sticky. You can do it on a cookie sheet or you can do it in a round pan. I use a round pan. Whatever you do, that's fine. You're going to need the two ingredients for the dough, and then I'm going to tell you what you're going to need the way I make my toppings, okay? So first of all, you're going to need the flour. And I bought the brodies. You can get it at your local grocery store, and if you can't find it, that's okay. You can just make it with all-purpose flour, 1 cup, with 1 teaspoon of baking powder and a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and that's it. For this recipe, you only need a 1/2 cup, okay? And a 1/2 cup of yogurt, 2 ingredients, okay? And I buy this brand from Walmart, or you can buy the Mahadrin. I get that at Sobeys. Whatever brand you find is good. You can buy the one from Costco, is delicious, or make your own. So the first thing I'm going to do is add the flour to a mixing bowl. And I don't know about you guys, but I need stuff with flavor, okay? Just plain flour is a little bit boring for me. So I have just some Italian seasoning. I just buy a no-name brand. You can buy whatever you want. And I'm just going to add probably about a 1/4 teaspoon. And just mix that up. You can use oregano. You can use whatever flavoring that you want. Whatever Italian mix, if you have, you can add, okay? I also am just going to use a little bit of garlic powder. Just sprinkle in a little bit, and a little bit of some onion powder, just so I have a little bit of extra flavor in my flour. So far, so good. Now I'm going to take my 1/2 cup of Greek yogurt, and I'm going to start adding it, and I'm going to mix it with my fork a little bit. And mostly you're going to be using your hands like right away because it gets a little gooey. I'm not going to lie. Just add. But I find just adding a little bit at a time is good. Use my fork and then just use the rest. Put the rest in. And you're going to be using your hands to knead it. And like I said, it gets a little messy, but that's okay. I'm going to make sure I get all of this goodness. And I'm going to just, I'm not going to even wipe my hands yet because I'm going to have to just bring the dough in together and just incorporate all the ingredients. I like just using my hands. So, for the dough, for a 1/2 cup, it's 6 smart points. So you're just kind of rolling it like this to get all the flour mixed in with the yogurt. And oops, I always drop something. All right. I use a little bit of my other hand too, because you know, you have to use both hands. And you're just kneading it like that. And I like to form a ball. Try to get more of this dough, this flour, because I don't want to rip myself off here. Doesn't all come on. So what I'm going to do is just put it back in a little bit more, and that's enough. So it's a bit drier and it'll be easier to work with. Okay, so I formed my ball, and what I'm going to do with this flour is just put it right on the counter, and then I don't waste it. Alrighty, I think I'm going to wash my hands a little bit. What do you think? Just give me a second. I'm back, and I'm just going to dry them off. So I like to add some flour to my rolling pin because it just makes it easier to roll everything out. And I'm going to move these ingredients away so I make room. I don't have a huge kitchen. It's a good sized kitchen, but anyways, all right. I'm just going to take a little bit of flour on my hands and then put some on my rolling pin. I've got the flour here. All right. I like it dry before I start rolling it out to form my nice little pizza. And you're going to really enjoy it, I think. I do. So you just start, I hope you can see it, yeah. And see, it's already sticking a bit, so you might need to add more flour. Just going to keep some right handy. And sometimes I put a drop on the pizza dough as well, because it is sticky. Make sure I put a lot on there. And sometimes you want to just pat it out yourself, which helps. And just play with it to get it how you want. Make it round, make it long, however you want. It doesn't have to be perfect. Nobody's striving for perfection, right? But we're striving for something that's delicious. So I just have my round pan, and I just put some parchment paper in it. And I'm going to add this, and I'm going to try to get it to lift. And I think what I'm going to do is get my little spatula to help me. So just do it carefully and slowly, because you can mold it again inside. And I put it inside now. And you just take your hands and spread it how you like. If you like it really thin, spread it really thin. If you like it a little bit thicker, you can leave it a bit thicker. I had a few little extra pieces, so I'm going to add those because I hate wasting anything. I had a few extra pieces there, and I have my dough. All right, there we go. Okay, you have to play with it, and the more you practice making it, the easier it becomes. Alrighty, that's step one. Now, step two. I have grated up some of my saputo light mozzarella. This is it. I get it at Walmart, and for 30 grams, it's 2 smart points. Okay, so I just grate that up. And I just buy this pizza sauce. It's the authentic flavor. There's so many different flavors. And honestly, if you want to use any kind of spaghetti sauce that you have at home, you can do that. I'm just using a tablespoon of it because it's not a very big pizza, and I don't count it 0 smart points. If you use 1/4 of a cup of it, you like a lot of sauce, go ahead, and that's about 1 smart point. So it's not much. I love, love, love turkey pepperoni. And I buy this at my grocery store, and it's 1 Smart Point for 10 pieces. Again, this is how I like to make mine, but you can put anything on yours. Okay, so I'm just getting it ready. Now, what I love to do, people, and if you've noticed on my other videos, I love sauteed vegetables. And I put in some zucchini, onions, mushrooms, some orange peppers, green peppers, and this is some pineapple. So good. So you could make any vegetable inside it, on it. If it's raw, that's okay too. Then it's less time. But if you have the time to saute them, or if you've grilled them on the barbecue, oh my God, it is fantastic. You could even use a little bit of liquid smoke to make it barbecue tasting, okay? Again, this recipe is versatile and you can do what you like, all right? And use whatever you want. There's also one other cheese that I like, and I've talked about this brand a lot, and it's Zerto. This is Asiago flavor, and I'm just going to put in a tablespoon, but for 6 tablespoons, it's only 2 Smart Points. So it's amazing. You get a lot because, I'll just show you. Can you see that? As if you can answer me. It's, and it smells so good, and it comes in different flavors, Parmesan, Romano, 4 cheese blend, and I absolutely love it, just for a little zip. Okay, so let's start this. I'm going to add a tablespoon of my pizza sauce, and I like to just spread it with this, just easy. Just makes it easy to spread. I'm not a big pizza sauce fan, so I don't put a ton on, but if you like more, this whole pizza is going to be 9 Smart Points. Then I'm going to add my cheese, just spread it on. You think that 30 grams doesn't sound like a lot, but honestly, you get quite a bit of cheese. And if you don't like cheese, you don't need to put cheese on it. My husband hates cheese. I married somebody opposite of me who I love cheese and he doesn't. Oh well. Anyways, now I'm going to add my pepperoni. And it's turkey pepperoni. If you have bacon, you can put bacon on it. You could put meat on it, meatballs. You could put chicken on it. Really, again, it's so versatile. All right, and then I'm just going to take my hand. This is nice and cool, and just put my veggies on top. It's another way to get all your vegetables in your meal. And I like lots, so I'm just going to put lots on top. And I just love the flavor of the pineapple on top. And there's my delicious 9 Smart Point pizza. So again, you can do so many things with it and enjoy it. I'm going to bake it now. I know people have said about 9-10 minutes. It needs longer than that. Okay, so you just check your oven. I hope you love this recipe as much as me. I'm going to have a salad now with it. My little trick is adding a little lemon juice to spread the dressing on. And I have a fantastic meal. Hope you love this recipe as much as I do, and come visit me at Risa's Recipes and Weight Watchers Tips. Please subscribe